Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video I'm going to show you how to rig a character, and this is insane how fast this is. But like I said earlier in my previous video, the guy that created that character I uploaded last night didn't really do a good job at rigging the character, so I am actually trying to find ways to rig these characters because, as you all know, I'm not really a rigger. So I'm going to show you today how you can rig a character that you download online so you can have it working in Unreal Engine 4, and it's really easy. You're gonna need Mixamo, which I have this thing for free because I have Adobe Cloud Suite, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna be using this, and we're gonna be downloading a humanoid robot here, version 3. Now I'm using this because this is free, you don't have to pay for it. If you go right here in Sketchfab, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Rises, lets you download this character for free, but it is not rigged, but that's okay. This is what the tutorial is for. So I'm gonna go ahead and download that. I already have it downloaded right here, and we're gonna go back to the Mixamo. Now in Mixamo, I usually find the T-pose because I want to put everything in like a regular pose, either a T-pose or an A-pose. I'm gonna rig this guy to a T-pose because I couldn't find A-pose here. I'm gonna click on this T-pose right here. If you go to animations, I just went to Mixamo and then animations, and then all you gotta do is upload this character, and after that you just go to that downloaded character, and go ahead and sometimes if the character is not made properly, this might not work, but if you got to this page, you're looking pretty good. So if I go next, now you just have to point out where everything is, like the wrist. Now, if your model's not symmetrical, you can uncheck this mark, but it looks like mine is, so that's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the elbows as well, and kneecaps. And you can play around with this as well if yours doesn't look right. And after that, all you have to do is click next, and it's gonna do its thing. And hopefully this is gonna create us a Mixamo skeleton that we can use in Unreal Engine 4. And I'm gonna show you that real quick too. Right? And as you can see, it's working because it's already animating. So I'm gonna press next. Alright, so we have that T-pose now. And all we have to do now is download this character. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to 60 for the sake of it. With skin is okay, and we're gonna download it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is just import this guy in Unreal Engine 4. So I'm gonna pick a folder here, and I'm gonna go back to that Mixamo, and we're gonna drag and drop here. Minimize this, and make sure you have skeletal mesh turned on, import mesh also. And for the skeleton, leave it as blank because I want it to create its own. And scroll down, I'm gonna go ahead and change the import uniform scale to like 10, and then let's go ahead and import. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and drag and drop him there. He's actually still bigger, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and scale him down a little bit. I guess this scene is not really properly scaled, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over there. Just put him in the middle. Yeah, this thing is definitely not scaled. Okay, so we have him in there. Obviously, it doesn't have any texture yet. So what I'm gonna do is go to that folder, and I'm gonna drag and drop from the folder textures. I'm gonna drag and drop everything to that folder in Unreal. I'm gonna open the material. It's gonna open the material editor. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this because what we're gonna do is actually drag and drop all these textures in there. Oh, I screwed that up. Drag and drop, maximize, and I'm gonna scroll in so you can see better. And let's go ahead and spread them out. So right here you can see that it is the base color. Now sometimes this is also called albedo, so go ahead and connect that to the base color. This one is gonna be metallic, so you can see right there in the file name. And the blue one is always gonna be normal, so go ahead and plug that in. And then right here is roughness, so just go ahead and choose roughness. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Okay, I'm gonna minimize, and as you can see, he already has that texture applied to him. Now, you just gotta be careful when you do this because each character's, whenever you're rigging, you have to take account the actual body, and by doing it this way, using an auto rigger is not gonna work for you 100% of the time. But if you want something really quick and dirty, man, we did that in like 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the skeleton here. And as you can see right here, we do have this bones. If I go to character, bones, all hierarchy, you'll see that there is bones now, which is awesome. That's what we need. Additionally, you're gonna see that they actually have names. And what's cool about this is actually Mixamo names. So that means we can load that pretty quickly in Unreal Engine 4 because they have a built-in preset. So if I go to the select rig, select humanoid, I'm gonna click on load, and you're gonna see Mixamo bone mapping. And that's gonna map all the bones automatically for you. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And what I'm going to do is just put this guy in a T-pose. So I'm going to go to the skeleton tree. I'm going to go ahead and go to the left arm and put him in a T-pose. And as you can see right here, like I said, you can see that shoulder is starting to really crunch. You really don't want that, but at the same time, like I said, if you don't have a professional rigger, you're going to have to really just kind of like deal with it. There's some limitations in here. He's probably not gonna be able to like dance a lot and stuff like that because he's gonna bend in like different ways. But to be honest, that auto rigger did a really darn good job rigging this character just by uploading a file. So I'm gonna go ahead and retarget manager, modify the pose, and use current pose. So as you can see, we are now in a T-pose. And I'm gonna go back to the skeleton tree like usual. I'm gonna go to retargeting options and just change all of this to retargeting skeleton and retargeting skeleton and retargeting skeleton. Alright, so only top two are going to be animation. So that being said, let's go ahead and minimize this, and what we're going to do is load up some generic NPC anim pack that I got from the marketplace. These are just standard animations that I've been using for quite a while, so we're not going to go with something crazy. We'll do let's see here, there's a thinking one that I really like a lot. Okay, so this thinking right here, all I have to do is double click this, and I'm going to go to the skeleton for this animation, and let's see what pose it's in. So this one is actually in a T-pose, so that's good, and everything should already be set up because this is a UE4 mannequin here. Go to the skeleton tree, retargeting options, everything is good. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and all we have to do is right click, retarget anim assets, duplicate anim assets and retargeted, and I'm going to choose that skeleton for that T-pose that we just created from that robot. And now, if I go click this character, and I'm going to add him to a sequencer, I'm going to add this guy to a sequencer now. Oh, sorry. Click him, add him to a sequencer, and his animation is going to be right here. Now, obviously, he's under the floor, but that's okay. You can easily just move him up here. And like I said earlier, since that pose, or since the skeleton was made automatically, look at this. His hand is like on inside actually his face, so there's going to be some limitations on what you can do with these characters, but at the same time I don't think it's that bad of a job because it is automatic and it is free. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you guys have questions, let me know and I'll see you guys later.